Hello guys, and welcome. In today's video I will giving you guys some tips that will definitely help you out on the world of Wayfinder. The very first one is that as you play the game and you do more expeditions, you're gonna get more materials and, more importantly, these recipes. Come over here to the Skylight market with Venge so you can craft these consumables. They're super good because they give you an increasing all XP gains by 5% for 5 minutes. That's huge. Why? Because some hunts take even less than 5 minutes, and some expedition takes between 5 to 10 minutes. So it's definitely worth having that extra 5% XP buff. Moving on, let's talk about Affinity. Here in the Affinity section, you're gonna be a little bit confused because you don't really know what's going on, and the best way to understand the Affinity section is by knowing what Affinity perks you get on that character. But how do you know that? Well, by pressing F. It's something to miss, and it's I don't really understand how the devs didn't make it more clear. So here on the Affinity perks, you can see what perks you get by leveling up which section, right? So you have Instinct, Discipline, and Focus, which are these ones right here. So if you level up one specifically, I believe that you can only like max out 2 of them, so be very smart on which one you want to level up. Then you can see which passives you're getting by doing so. And also, while we're here, know that you can upgrade your weapons as well down here. So it's very funny that these little things, they don't really tell you, right? And while we're in this section, let's move on to the abilities. When you have all your abilities, you are gonna get this message right here that says you can upgrade your abilities, right? But how do you do that? They actually don't tell you at all, which is very funny. I don't know why. I'm definitely want to send some feedback to the devs about this. But how do you do it? Well, it's very simple. You click on one, and then you see there's no message whatsoever. You literally hold any button and it will upgrade such ability. So it's very funny that they really say nothing. So just keep that in mind when you have this option to upgrade, that it says upgrade points available. All you gotta do is hover your mouse or your controller on the ability that you want to upgrade. You can see the upgrade on the upgrade effects on the right side, and then just click whichever button you want and you will upgrade the ability. So yeah, for example here, boop, I upgraded that ability. Super cool. Moving on. Another great tip is that when you're doing expeditions, always use your imbuements. It will give you extra rewards. That's I'm sure you guys already know, but here's my little tip. If you have the greed imbuement, definitely use it. Why? Because it's gonna give you a bunch of coins, and the best part is that, well, the more coins you pick up, the more damage you will receive, right? As the greed mutator tells you. But here's the trick. You finish the expedition, and instead of leaving, you just come back and pick up all the coins. It's free money. Moving on, while in expeditions, make sure to explore everything. And when I mean everything, I mean everything. Every single corner, every single lever, sorry. Like for example here, while I exploring this expedition, I found this thing. I don't know what it does, so I'm just gonna do it. And something blew up, and now thanks to that blowing up, probably there's a new section which I can go and take a look and explore and gain something interesting. Who knows? I will give you guys more examples here in a bit. Here's another example of what I meant. I have no idea what that did. Oh, I think it opened this right here. Oh! Well, just be careful. Alright, we're still alive. Yeah, never mind. Moving on. Don't be afraid of leveling up your echoes. For example, right now, I finished an expedition that gave me so many echoes from the Shrike Skirmisher echoes. So what I'm gonna do is Echo Fusion. Here, I'm gonna select all those, I just forgot their name, I apologize, but you can see how I have so many repetitive echoes. So what you wanna do is make sure to use the same type of creature's echo that you want to upgrade. So right now I want to do the Shrike Skirmisher's echo, so I'm going to select them, boom, 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 and they will give me extra XP to level up that echo, that same echo type. I'm sorry, English my second language, I'm trying my best here. So yes, I'm gonna use the same type of echo to level up my echo, and I will get a bonus XP for doing so. Also, you can use others echoes if you wish to, but at the early stages I don't recommend you to, because you still don't know what kind of character you're going to build. Nice, I got 1 star. But hey, it's almost max level. Pretty happy with it. All right, moving on. Let's talk about the mastery. Mastery means the type of weapon you're using. So whether you use rifles, then you're gonna get mastery on the marksman range. If you use executionary melee, which means the two-handed massive weapons, that's the kind of things you're gonna get. Now, it's important to know these because you wanna read them all. What I mean by that is because, what do I mean by that? I'm sorry, is because inside this mastery tree, once you reach the first level, which I'm very close to, you can select a passive of the mastery, right? And as you can see, you got 3 different options or paths that you can call them to go to. So it's important to read what you want to do, because at the end that mastery 3 gives you a very special effect. So for example, the arcane eruption here makes my heavy attacks have a 20% chance to be arcane empowered, dealing 100% of your ability power as bonus ability damage in an area. So it's definitely good to keep in mind what kind of special ability or mastery you want to end up with for your build. So keep that in mind when you're selecting your weapons. Do you like the mastery on the ranged weapons? Do you like the daggers masteries? Like, what kind of character build you want to be? So yeah, keep an eye on that mastery. Another tip that I wish I knew was that all weapons have an alternate version of attack. So for example, if I do a normal attack, which is with my left click, I do this, right? This is the full combo, really cool. Now, if I press right click, it only blocks. But what if I tell you there's another way to attack as well? Well, that is with my E. So if I were to use my Q, it does the weapon's ability, but if I press E, it does these super heavy attacks. Well, what if I tell you that you can combine them with your base normal attacks? And this goes for all weapons except rifles, because with rifles, if you press right, no, I don't even know, actually. I haven't tested rifles, but that's now something I wish I knew. Okay, so if I press 2 times normal attack, boom, boom, and then boom, then I can switch to my alt attack and does these different combinations. And it was not 2 times, it was 3 times. But as you can see, all weapons can combine with your alternate attack, which I'm pretty sure is called controls. It has a name. It's right here, alt attack. Yes. So keep in mind that all weapons have an alt attack and they can combine with your combos, right? So explore those combos, explore your attacks. Okay, 2 basics plus alt attack. What does it do? Oh, it does that. It does that. 3 basic attacks with alt. What does that do? Oh, it does this really cool combo. It's important to know these things because there's one combo in there that does a crazy amount of damage. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. While exploring expeditions, make sure, just like I mentioned, you can find treasure and everything, but you can also find these unexpected random events where you get to fight these unique monsters like phoenixes and all of these guys. That's why it's so important to explore these expeditions, because these phoenixes will drop you these materials that are super important. You can also find the trickster, for example, which you're gonna need trickster keys that you can get, by the way, from any expedition. You can get them randomly, they will drop you, and with these trickster keys you can open the chest of the trickster, and this is like a mini event, and they can give you these trickster coins and so on and so on. And what I'm trying to say is make sure you explore the expeditions as carefully as possible, because you don't want to miss these random events. Why? Because these are the materials that you're gonna need to unlock the weapons, to unlock wayfinders and so on. And lastly, just to finish up here, make sure that if you don't know what to do, if you're stuck and you don't know what to do at that moment, farm bosses, and I will tell you why. when you farm bosses, there is a chance for them to drop their echoes. If they actually drop their echoes and you get lucky, you get the echoes. I actually got the spider's echo and the bloodspawn echo. These echoes are called the rush type echoes. The rush type echoes are echoes that give you a special ability, right, that triggers by some specific action. So for example, the spider's echo, called the Broad Mother Silvereth echo, is triggers by losing half your so oh my god, English is so hard. Losing half your guard break meter. The effects, it gives me a damage shield equal to 25% my max health, a 50% reduction to incoming break damage. So it's definitely a useful defensive echo. Now moving on, if I go to the bloodspawn echo, that I actually got 2 of them, which I'm very happy. That's why I was able to level up this echo. It triggers by landing a jump heavy slam. The effect is causes physical damage equal to 150% of your weapon's power, meaning that if I were to actually focus my build into weapons power, this echo alone will do tremendous damage. Now, this affects the surrounding enemies and reduces their movement speed by 50%, 30 seconds cooldown. So it's definitely worth farming those bosses as much as you can to get those special rush type. It is called rush type, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, rush type echo. Definitely worth it. Well, that's pretty much it for me. Hope you guys found this video useful. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I am streaming every single day. I will leave a link in the description below, so come by and say hello. I am also doing giveaways for basic founder packs of Wayfinder, so make sure to again come by and say hello for a chance of winning that. And yeah, I am Tote Torres, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.